Who is this man, eh? Who is this man, eh? Who is this man, eh? Well, he is the most important person. Okay, I should not exaggerate on most important. There are other important people, but he is one of the most important authors of the Romanticism movement. And in the Romanticism movement, he did a pretty good job because he wrote books that you'll probably recognize: The Three Musketeers, Les Miserables, The Last Day of a Condemned Man. Now, Victor Hugo. Yeah, you probably recognize him already. Oh, wait, I shouldn't write it in red. It's a taboo. Now, Victor Hugo had a very terrible life, and a good one too. So let me explain to you how it all worked out. Now, Victor Hugo was born here in Besançon, France on February 26th of 1802. And there, he lived most of his life. In fact, you can actually go visit the place right now. And as a kid, he always liked books, and he loved reading, and he also particularly had a knack for writing. And so he went ahead and started writing a few books. Although they weren't really that mature, to be honest, and afterwards, he was able to do loads of other things. When he grew up, he went to Paris, and he was like, I'm gonna be a big hotshot in a day! And then he later found out, like all other people did, that wasn't how it sort of worked out. And he found out that you actually had to work hard for your living, not just like, I'm gonna be a success and be all like, those kind of things. Yeah, you don't actually, he realized that wasn't the way you actually can do it. There's only one way you can do it, by working hard and either getting a job or something. Since he had a knack of writing, he sent a few samples to some rich patrons, and one of them, particularly later, will be the future king, Duke of France, some sort of France, like a duke of the place where he lived in, started funding him for his theatrical performances. A guy from Besançon went to the capital city, and now he's getting money. And then he wrote his first book. And how many copies did he sold? Yes, 4. Not 4,000, not 400, not 40, 4. Just 4 measly copies. And this book particularly was called The Hands of Iceland. Like, literally, that's what it's called. Hands of Iceland. And this was published in 1823. And he decided he wanted to go ahead and again. But first, he needed a new patron. Luckily, he already had one. And he was already doing script writing for theatrical performances. And they were selling out fast. In fact, they sold out as fast as Avengers Endgame movie theaters did. Now, that may seem like a big accomplishment for you. But, well, this guy he was not that ambitious. He wanted to be that ambitious. He was just young in his life and like, I'm crazy, like a cave of sugar in his brain and like those kinds of things. And then later, he started writing his second novel, a book called A Bug Jargon, and this one was published in 1826. And this did particularly better than his first one. And later, he wrote his first mature work, which was The Last Day of a Condemned Man by Victor Hugo. And it was because of this work that actually propelled him to literary success. Then he later even wrote the books, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, which itself was published, not read, in 1831. He even wrote the other books, Blas, published in 1838, and then later he wrote Les Miserables, which was published in 1862. He even published The Three Musketeers. Also, this is just a movie poster. I couldn't find a good book cover. And later, Victor Hugo, became a literally household name. Although it was not overnight. He got his wildest dreams. He married, he got 5 kids, and he was like, yes, and I have dollar. But there was one problem. He spent literally more than he actually had. So he was always in pretty big debt. And because he was always spending more than he had, like cancel, he always had a bit of a debt in hand, and that was a pretty big problem. And then later, a major problem started happening too. His beloved books, were starting to be gone out of taste. The Last Day of a Condemned Man, out of taste. Bug Jargon, out of taste. Les Miserables, out of taste. The Three Musketeers, out of taste. He was the one who created action and added, he's the one who created action. Hoppa! and added all of that with love and romance. And that was pretty important too. But later words, this was never liked too. But then later, after the Romanticism movement even passed away, we even still like these books. They're still household names. Without them, it shaped our culture. It shaped our movies. It shaped how we live. It shaped how we look at the world. Yeah, all that's because of him. And that's his legacy. Victor Hugo died on 1885, May 22nd, 1885. And one more thing I should note. That thing about the Three Musketeers, sorry about this, but that was actually Alexander Dumas. Don't criticize me. And that's all I have for today. Now, what is Victor Hugo's impact on this world anyway? I mean, without him, we would probably have a different life. Without him, we would live completely differently. And without him, we wouldn't be the same at all. And if there's one thing I'm pretty sure that we can check off our list is that Victor Hugo, the Romanticist, was the only person in the world who could be able to write something with greatness. Alexander Dumas might have also written like action and romanticism, but Victor Hugo, he added condemnation, he added everything. He also had action and everything. But other than being the fact that he was a figurehead of the Romanticism movement, we seem to know that he will be the best person in the entire world when it comes to romanticism. Well, think about his face when we actually think of these books, Les Miserables, which actually has the longest play in the entire world, and his other books too. But hopefully this gives you enough picture that we got a good job. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you guys soon in the next one. I guess I'll see you guys soon, and until next time, Schnan out. Peace.